Introduction to the crop tree management system. In Iowa woodlands, sunlight is the #1 factor that trees compete against each other for. It's a limiting factor in growth. Sunlight in a particular stand of woodlands is fixed, so you can't have any more, you can't create any more coming from the sun. So we need to often remove trees that are undesirable to promote the growth of other trees that are desirable. Trees that will help us achieve our woodland stewardship goals. We call these crop trees. Crop tree release is one of the most impactful practices you can do in your woodlands. It all starts with a conversation with your forester. Your forester can help you decide if crop tree release is the appropriate technique to use and if it's the right time to apply crop tree release. They can also help you identify characteristics, for example, trees that will produce timber revenue, wildlife habitat, water quality, carbon, aesthetics, recreation, diversity, the list goes on. A crop tree in general should be a tree that's going to live at least another 20 years, be receiving full sun on the top of its canopy and at least 2 sides, and be vigorous. In other words, disease-free and will be able to respond once released. I don't know, Aaron. I might need your assistance here. Billy, I'm here to help. Everything is going to be okay, Billy. The first step is walking your woodlands and selecting the trees that meet your crop tree characteristics. Again, your forester can be a great resource here. Next, look up and see what trees, what neighbors are directly competing with the canopy of your crop tree. Remember, crop trees need to be released on all 4 sides and their top, which means eventually they'll be getting sunlight on all 4 sides and their top. In general, they should be about 30 feet apart. Selecting crop trees takes commitment and practice. Aaron, I thought they'd be more evenly spaced out back here. No, that never happens, Billy. Oh, okay. You only need about 15 feet from the crop tree to the next tree, and that is a good release to allow for growth for the next 7 to 8 years. Once you're done flagging, it's really important to take a step back and visualize the woodlands. If the degree of cutting looks too extensive, consult with your forester. Now, I got a conundrum here, Aaron. We've got 2 beautiful hickories here. What do? I don't want to cut both. I don't want to cut one. I want to save them both. Well, Billy, there's a plan for that. There's a technique. Billy, I think you worry too much. In cases like this, which are quite common, having 2 crop trees very close to each other, you don't need to cut one. You can actually treat this as a single tree and release on 3 sides of each, not 4. We've got a cool graphic for this. All right, so let's take a look from above with this amazing graphic. You'll notice that you're going to break the canopy into 4 quadrants. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want that tree, your crop tree, to be released on all 4 sides. So all 4 sides will be receiving direct sunlight following the release. Let's take another look from above. In the case of 2 crop trees in close proximity to each other, you'll notice you'll only thin 3 quadrants for each. So again, we'll treat this as a single tree. Billy, this has been the best day ever in the woods with you. Boom. Now that's a happy tree. Crop tree release, one of the most impactful practices in your woodlands. We'll see you in the woods.